Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode of The Interview. My guest is Dr. Olaniyan Toyin. She is an insurance expert. She will be running us through issues that bother on Agri-Insurance. Ma, thank you so much for joining us on today's episode of the program.
Thank you.
We'll begin this way. Kindly run us through what the insurance scheme is all about. What is insurance? Because in our part of the world, I can assure you that a lot of people know very little about insurance and what benefit comes with it.
Okay. Thank you very much for having me. What I would say, the simple meaning I can give to insurance is like you buying a risk, allowing somebody to carry your risk. In life, there are risks in everything that we do. Somebody that is that has valuable things, it can be stolen. Fire can occur. Anything can occur, can happen to it. And since you have invested a particular amount into it, you have lost that money that you have invested into it.
That's right.
But there's a particular scheme that you can have that you can tap into that will help you secure your finance on anything that you have invested in.
All right. In this episode, we are looking at Agri-Insurance.
Okay.
Now, you run through with us as an expert in this field.
Okay.
Do you think a lot of Nigerians, as it were, know much about Agri-Insurance? Because you and I know that 70% of what we feed from comes from smallholder farmers.
Yes.
I know that the largeholder farmers may understand the place of Agri-Insurance.
Yes.
But from your, experience out there on the field, what do you have to say about this?
I can tell you that majority of the small-scale farmers, even though if they know about Agri-Insurance, they felt they don't need it. They will tell you, how much am I spending? How much am I going to gain? Will I take out of this little money to go and pay for anybody to carry my risk? Majority don't know, but what I think we can do is to sensitize them. And it is the government that will do the job. What the government can do is to aggregate them. Most of them belong to farmers associations, and if government can bring them together and buy insurance for them, I'm sure they will embrace it.
All right.
And most of them will not be recording losses.
You and I know about the impact of climate change, as it were. We are beginning to see multiple floodings. We are beginning to see sea rise levels and what have you. We are beginning to see so much humidity. The earth is warming up. And in your opinion, does this in any way threaten food security?
Definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
So what do we need to do?
I think I'll still go back to the issue of government assisting those farmers. It's been done in the North Africa, where farmers are aggregated, and then this index-based insurance that has something to do with climate change is procured for the farmers.
But why is it always government? Can't it be a private sector initiative?
It can. That is why we have those big time farmers coming together to embrace this index-based insurance because of this climate change. But for the peasant farmers, the small-scale farmers, they are not inclined to that area. They are not really even thinking about that. All they feel is, how much money have they spent? If anything happens, maybe they'll be able to manage because they have not really invested much on the farm. But small, they will say little drops forms an ocean.
Right.
They're forgetting that even though they don't have big farms, if majority of them have those small farms and they were able to harvest without any problem of the farm, it will help in boosting the food security in the country.
All right.
And that's why I said the only thing that government can do is either to work towards sensitizing them. I'm sure even if they are sensitized, some of them will not mind getting the insurance. And when they see people that benefit, definitely they will embrace it. That's why I say if government can start with just a few farmers and others see what they benefit, even if government now decide not to assist them again, the majority of the small-scale farmers will embrace it, and it will assist in food.
Statistics indicate that if we do nothing about climate change, vis-a-vis the world of agriculture, by 2050, we would have lost billions in dollars.
Definitely.
Now, as an insurance expert, when you see such a staggering figure and knowing that food security could be threatened, what comes to mind?
something drastic step needs to be taken. Maybe as an insurer, we don't have to wait for government. We have to kickstart this massive sensitization, going from state to state, meeting the farmers associations, talking to them, and then letting them know that it costs nothing. It costs a little to insure and to avoid such a massive wastage. Apart from carrying their risk, we give them extension services. We advise them what to do to mitigate those risks.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, we do that. We don't only, that's why you see that most Agri-Insurance corporation employs not only marketers, but professionals. Like, hi, I am a veterinary doctor.
Oh, interesting.
I can go to a poultry and give them advices on what to do, what to do about security, how they can construct their farms, and as well insure their farms. And with that, it will reduce
the risk. That's right. Share with us the importance of insurance.
Insurance, okay. Yes. The importance of insurance is like you carrying your daily risk and giving it to somebody to
hold for you,
paying a token amount. Like some people will say, what if nothing happens? Won't I get my money back? No, then we explain to people, insurance is like a pool where you bring in your premium, another person brings in, we put everything in there, then the few unfortunate ones will go to the pool. When those occurrences happen, we go to the pool and pick out money and give back to them to take them back to their original financial status, so they will not lose anything. You might not have any claim this time around, but after so many times, maybe it will be your turn tomorrow.
That's right.
And insurance is not that because we are carrying a 1 million naira risk, you must pay 1 million. It's a particular rate. We give a particular rate of that, your risk, and tell you, this is your premium for this particular risk you are carrying, you pay. It's like, let me give an example of somebody paying 100,000 for a risk of 200, and for a risk of 2 million. That 100,000 is put in the pool. Somebody, maybe his own is 5 million, paying maybe 500,000, we put it in the pool. When the claim crystallize, we go into the pool and pick. If it is for the 5 million, we go into the pool and pick the 5 million and give it to whoever has suffered that 5 million loss, that has paid, that has contributed into the pool, and we take him back. He will not. It's as if he has not lost anything. That is what insurance means.
All right.
To take you back to your original state, financial status. State before the bad occurrence happened.
Okay. When the floods happened about 2 years ago, I have met someone who told me he lost over 300 million on his paddy farm. I've also met somebody who told me he lost over 700 million on his paddy farm. Those kind of instances, we need to safeguard them. What, in your opinion, is the best way to go
My
about
own
it?
question is, if somebody that has lost 700 million, how can you spend so much money on a farm, on a project, and you did not deem it fit to insure it? Does that mean that person feels he has the control of the climate, or he can determine what will happen? In this world of uncertainty, the best thing that everybody needs now is insurance. This climate change, tomorrow it can rain, today it will not. It could be drought. It might not be flood. You understand? That's why I always advise people that spend so much or take loan. It's even compulsory. There's no financial institution that will give you loan that you will not. The first thing they will do is for you to have insurance on it, because if they have to secure their fund. That is it. I will advise whoever is spending. I can even say anything above 10,000 on any. Even the peasant farmers at home, they can insure.
So it's possible, even if you're going to invest as little as 10,000 naira, you can actually get insurance for that.
Yes, under micro insurance.
Wow. As we prepare to round up, I want to find out from you, what will be your final word to those listening to us? That
everybody should believe that insurance works, and whatever project you are investing on, you should take insurance. No matter how small the farm is, try and insure it.
All right.
It will be of a good.
Thank you, Dr. Toyin, for your time. Thank you for sharing your expertise with us on the program.